Hi Libra, welcome to your love reading. My name is Nomi. I am coming to you from Ananda Healing Arts, and we're going to be doing a reading for sun signs, moon signs, rising signs, and Venus signs. Obviously, cross watchers are also welcome. Bear in mind that this is a general reading, so please only take what resonates and leave the rest. Energy can be fluid and interchangeable as well. So let's get into it. So I'll be using the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann as well as the Light Seers Tarot. I'll be reading your energy, your person's energy that you've got on your mind, and what the energy in between you is at this time. So let's get into it. So how are you mentally feeling about this connection at the moment, Libra? We've got the Page of Cups. And your person, we have the Ten of Wands. In the heart of the matter for yourself, we've got the Ace of Cups. And for your person, Libra, we've got the World. Okay. How are you viewing the connection at this time? We have the Emperor card. Beautiful. And how's your person viewing this connection at this time? The Nine of Wands. What energy are you bringing into this at this time here, Libra? The Page of Swords. Interesting. And what energy are they bringing into this connection at this time? We've got the Muse of Materials or the King of Pentacles there. Crowning the spread, we have the Ten of Cups. Beautiful. Love that energy. And what is in the heart of you guys at this time? The Two of Pentacles. Interesting. What is the medicine or the advice that we can get from Spirit at the moment? Oh, we've got the Empress card coming out there for you, Libra. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Underneath, we've got the Lovers. Awesome. You can't get better than that. So, look, it's interesting. Whoever you've got on your mind at the moment, they're certainly trying to persevere through some difficulty at the moment. I find the way they're thinking about it is maybe perhaps you guys have had a little bit of an upset, or at least a difference in values. I do get with the Page of Emotions and how you're thinking about this is that maybe you're waiting on an apology or waiting on some kind of offer coming through from your person at the moment that feels very much more in alignment. You can definitely feel that there's hope here, especially with the Ace of Cups, ready for something refreshed in this connection here. But ultimately, you're waiting for your person to take the lead. It's like you've done everything you can here to voice what your needs are, or at least wanting to move this along. But at the same time, with the Page of Swords coming up as the energy that you're giving your person at the moment here, it's like you've done all you can. You're kind of like just pulling back, observing, allowing this person to kind of like come on their terms, which is quite wonderful. I mean, you've definitely got a lot of hope here, especially with the Ace of Cups, ready to start something fresh and like maybe get back to old times where the two of you can laugh and play. Whatever's been going on, it feels very much for this person that there's an ending of a karmic cycle. I do feel with the Ten of Wands as their way of thinking about this relationship is that there has been a lot of things that you guys have moved through so far, and that has kind of put a bit of a break on like being able to feel free or being able to navigate this in a space of like just them being themselves. Again, maybe you guys have really brought up some stuff here that feels very much like we're still rolling out, you know, the ghosts of the past. I'm getting this feeling like there's another person that, you know, you guys have been sort of navigating, even if it's just like what this other person that this, you know, that your person actually has been dealing with. It really did a doozy on them, you know what I mean? So they're feeling very much like they don't want to give up on this. I do get that sense here with the Nine of Wands. This is something that they're wanting to take to the next level, but in their heart space, they see you as the world. So, I mean, this is somebody who is very fulfilling and definitely somebody who's providing them an opportunity to grow and to expand and to get out of what they've actually known within their love connection. If you guys are going through a little bit of a separation, just know that there's an ending here of like an old way of thinking or an old way of like actually addressing this energy at the moment. They do see you as somebody that really does tick a lot of boxes for them. They can feel the energy. Ace of Cups to the World card. I mean, that's a pretty beautiful and strong bond that the both of you have. But again, this person has been almost like self-sabotaging, or just the way in which their belief systems have been rolling out. It's just been difficult for you to kind of feel like you can really lean in and navigate and let this person you know, step up. They're wanting to. I mean, they've got the King of Pentacles coming through. So this is an offer of something long term. You know, I do get the sense with the King of Pentacles, like this is somebody who really wants to do the, you know, the normal things like moving in together, creating something of stability here, because, you know, the King of Pentacles really does want long term and something that they can create a legacy with. So look, it's a great energy for them to come through, but it is slow moving energy. It's not exactly like the King of Pentacles is going to rush in and be that Casanova and tell you all the sweet things. It's kind of like a King of Wands energy, or a Knight of Wands if I'm fair. But the King of Pentacles is like, I'm not going to come to Libra unless I've got an actual solid offer where I know that this is in direct alignment with what they've already vocalized and what they want. It's like they have to step up here, Libra, and that can take time, especially if money is involved, children are involved, or an old relationship that they're trying to like dissolve or figure out how to like move on from. Again, I feel like this is going to take some time, especially with that King of Pentacles. However, I mean, you're doing the right thing here by sort of relaxing and pulling back a bit here, observing how they're communicating, observing what it is that they do step into, especially with the Emperor card is how you're seeing this energy. So something again that you're kind of matching. I find the King of Pentacles to be like the lower arcana of the major arcana of the Emperor. So the Emperor really does mean business and is looking to create proper foundations so that you don't feel like you have to second guess all the time or figure this out. You know, it's like steady as she goes, allowing things to really play into a place of patience and again trusting your person to step up to the plate. Again, they really care here, even though it has been difficult, even though I can see that for the most part, you know, they may not necessarily have come at this in the right way, or, you know, necessarily said the right things, and I think that that's kind of put you off a little bit here, but there's a lot of hope. I know that you're open to it here, Libra. I can see that with the Ace of Cups, you know, crowning the energy is the Ten of Cups. I mean, obviously this connection is something that brings the both of you emotional fulfillment. So with that, I mean, that can really be a good omen to, you know, present the fact that there's a lot of good things available to you guys here. And there's a lot of opportunity to kind of lean into this being a far more free exchange. Like, I get the sense that there's just been some roadblocks that have kind of stopped you guys from really expressing yourself or being able to like lean into this in a place of safety and sweetness and all of those sort of things. But with the Crown, it's like this is what Spirit's trying to lean you into, to trust that love again, to just trust yourselves in order to really pop that bubble of, like, again, the walls being built up, or, you know, suspicion, or feeling like you can't really necessarily trust it wholeheartedly until they're coming at you in this solid, grounded, proper, you know, this proper offer going on. I mean, the Two of the Materials in the Heart is all about adjustment and compromise. I find with this it's been a little unsteady, so the idea here is to find balance between the both of you. So listening to the other person's needs, wants, desires, understanding what it is that they're really like finding difficult to move forward here. Again, being open to the idea that you've got somebody who's not perfect, you know, they're flawed. They're really trying to come at this in a place that's honest and, you know, not to bullshit you. I do get that sense, especially with the, you know, the Ten of Inspiration, like this person's been trying as much as it might not necessarily feel like they're, you know, they're trying. They are trying. They really want to end an old cycle with you. They don't want to continue to be on this, you know, hamster loop of karma, that they obviously are exhausted, and I'm sure you are too here, Libra, you know. And the Two of Pentacles is going to be giving you this opportunity to strategize and plan and be in a position of balance for both people's needs, which is really beautiful. Empress card coming up as the medicine this week for you guys here, Libra, which really represents a lot of abundance, and I think a lot of nurturance going on here as well, being tender with each other. This is the mother archetype. I feel like she's really wanting to pop out for me at the moment and just kind of cool the swords, cool that you know, that mental protection that I can feel is being going on there. We need to get sensual. We need to start getting back into the art of touch and softness and, you know, really good food, wine, whatever it is for you guys that really brings you together. It's like a good date night or something that provides you guys an opportunity to kind of Yeah, just temper the fire a little bit. As I said, mentally for you guys, there may have been a bit of a battle of wills, or just the circumstances themselves have been very difficult and tenuous to be able to navigate. Again, you've got somebody that doesn't want to give up on this at all here, Libra, which is really beautiful. And the Page of Cups is just waiting for that offer to come through, which I think you can feel. I mean, the Ace of Cups definitely represents to me, you know, a new fresh beginning, which I think intuitively you've been aware of, but you're practicing boundaries right now and not reaching or grabbing or, you know, trying to chase after this. I think what is for you will always be for you effortlessly. And when I say effortlessly, meaning it should flow. There shouldn't be a forcing in any kind of way. And I feel like for you guys, Libra, this is that beautiful medicine of understanding, like taking that step back and allowing what will be to be. We've got the Knight of Pentacles coming up, confirming the Page of Emotions. So that really says to me that you're, you know, in a position of waiting for that offer of something that's tangible. The Knight of Pentacles represents teamwork, steady as she goes, and doing things one step at a time, not rushing, not trying to be, you know, any further ahead than what we are, but also just finding out what the other person requires at the moment. Again, I feel like you're in a waiting position at the moment here, especially with that Page of Voices. The Ten of Inspiration, Emperor card coming up for them. So look, you guys are kind of mirroring here with the two Emperors coming up. So they've got their head in the game of what's required. They know what they need to do here, Libra. And I think if you've been worrying about whether or not they've had, you know, the same values, or, you know, that what you've been saying has been heard, this is a really beautiful omen to say this person means business. You know, they're really ready to step up and take that leadership role. Emperor being the divine masculine, feeling like they are in a place where they can provide you some stability and, again, some boundaries here, because, again, I think we guys were working with a situation that felt a little off kilter, especially with that Two of Pentacles in the center there. We've got the Strength card coming up for you in the heart of the matter with the Ace of Cups. So this is going to ask you to be very courageous and stay strong in your convictions and stay strong in where you're at. Don't feel like you need to, you know, message and wait for the, you know, to get an answer. I think this idea of staying in your core and unconditionally loving to this situation is going to be a really beautiful medicine. I mean, the Ace of Cups and the Strength, that's like Leo energy. So this is somebody who you can see is trying, you know, and for all intents and purposes, giving them a lot of compassion right now, because you're obviously aware of what that block is and what it is that they're trying to push through at the moment. So I think the medicine for you, definitely staying strong in the way that you're holding space at this time. And I think that that in itself is just going to provide a lot of stability and comfort for the other person. We've got the King of Wands coming up in the central position here for your person. So this is really for them trying to step into their own leadership and self-esteem. Like, you've got a lot of like leveling up that I'm going on. Kings and Emperor energy. Like, this is somebody who's, you know, starting to gain confidence again after a situation that has really left them out in the cold, or, you know, feeling like they've, you know, been treading water for a while here. Ace of Cups coming through as to represent a confirmation. You've got double Ace of Cups here with this Emperor. So your Emperor's over here again. You're just in this position right now of opening up a new emotional cycle, and again waiting for that cup to be able to be filled. Again, I feel like you've been kind of patiently waiting for this person to be receptive to you as well. Like, I find with the Ace of Cups, you've got a lot of love to give here, Libra, and it's been kind of difficult because this person may be, you know, a little bit more retreated or guarded here, especially with the Emperor and the Ten of Wands, like haven't necessarily been receptive to a good person like yourself here, Libra. So it's okay. This is all shifting, and I think by the fact that you know that the medicine right now is steady as she goes and not having to make any really quick moves here, I think you'll be finding that this Ace of Cups feels far more organic and certainly well received. Interesting, we've got the Ten of Swords coming through with how he's seeing this, how they're seeing this energy with the Nine of Inspiration. So they're really wanting to move forward after maybe a tough conversation, or there's been some, you know, information revealed here where they're going to have to own it, or they're going to have to like really be in a position now to have a conversation and move forward, because I really get this sense with all these tens, like, and the world, like a really big ending of a cycle has happened over here. And again, they're very aware of their own position, or how they, you know, how they've played their part. And again, with you sort of pulling back at this moment, it's like, I don't want to reach out, I don't want to be in a position, because really this person has to step up and be the bigger person here, because again, it's like they're the ones that need to be having this discussion with you, so you can move on, so you can feel freedom in this situation. Sun card coming through for the energy that you're bringing into this. I do feel like you've got a lot of affection for this person, Libra, which is really, really beautiful. And I think that may be overwhelming for your person. Like, not to say that you need to taper down or that your feelings are invalid or anything like that. I do get this sense, again, you've got a lot of Leo energy here. So this person gives you a boost of confidence, or you can see just how beautiful this has in regards to a potential, or that the past in you guys have got a bond here that feels very enlightening and gorgeous. And again, when we see the Sun card, you know that the results of your patience and the results of you sort of staying your course at the moment will mean that you can actually finally feel relief and allow yourself to, you know, feel that bliss. I mean, I find the Sun card really interesting because it is a very positive card, but it's one of the last in the major arcana, which means you've really earned that opportunity to be grateful and feeling that freedom and bliss. It's like you've gone through so many lessons or trials, and finally to feel that release and that relief, you know, is such a gorgeous energy. So, I mean, again, this person may feel like they don't deserve it, or, you know, how they've treated you or how they've presented themselves in this connection hasn't necessarily felt like that really matches your energy. And so, you know, this person's like, wow, Libra's really, you know, it has really been there for me, and they're just, you know, they're so unconditionally loving and beautiful. It's amazing. I've got to be able to step up and step into that. You know what I mean? The Hermit card for them, yeah. So this is interesting energy with the page, with the King of Pentacles here, because the Hermit's requiring, you know, like a level of introspection. And I think perhaps even the fact that this is like kind of looking at this King of Wands, it's like this person's really been ruminating on how they've presented themselves in this connection so far. You know, again, you've got this person who really is thinking about their actions, or, you know, how they've treated you in the past. Again, it's like, I want to be able to provide Libra with something that's stable, that's honest, that's, you know, really transparent. And I do get that sense as well here, Libra, that you've got like a really beautiful opportunity to have somebody, you know, really step up and give you what you're requiring here. We've got the Three of Pentacles crowning with that Ten of Emotions. That's beautiful. So this is workable energy. You know, again, two cards of teamwork here. And with that Ten of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, it's like, once you guys get over this, we've got such a beautiful shift in the energy to be able to feel that emotional satisfaction of somebody wanting to be on your team and play ball. Again, it's like, what are your plans for the future? How is it that you guys are going to really be able to create the life that you desire? And again, it may be because the timing of it has never been 100% right, that, you know, you've been kind of waiting for this moment and allowing this moment to come through finally. Six of Cups in the center. So yeah, you guys are, you know, cleaning out anything or debris from the past. I find with the Six of Cups, it's like looking back, you know, there's a lot of memories here. There's a lot of things that you guys have been able to unpack. And karmically, I do feel like, you know, there's been words said, there's been arguments, or there's been conversations here where you can't take back what you've been able to witness within this, you know what I mean? And vice versa. I do get that sense like the both of you have been playing off in this energy, a very healing connection, if I do say so, Libra. So it's basically letting you know that right now we're cleaning up and recalibrating this and allowing this person to finally be in a position of authority in their own life, so that they can actually step up and feel like they can be a leader in this as well. So this is really interesting energy for you guys, especially we've got the Empress as the end here. Double threes coming through with the Three of Wands. So it's all about patience and allowing yourself to be seen, and again allowing this person the space and the time. King of Pentacles coming through again. Got a lot of double energy which is why I like to use the 2 decks. It gives us a really beautiful synopsis of what's been coming up for you guys. And I think, you know, being really patient, you know, not rushing the process. There's a lot of big choices that are on the table at the moment, but the trajectory is all about longevity and something of good quality, you know, and this requires rapid authenticity and acceptance of where people have come from, allowing people the space and the time to really engage this with you from a place that feels more honest and on their terms. You know, maybe this person's had a lot of wounding around like other people trying to control them, or, you know, maybe the you know, take it as it will, it may even be from yours. So, you know, the barriers come up, the feeling of like stopping things before it gets too overwhelming. Those behaviors really do kind of set the tone of like not trusting each other, and that doesn't bode well for a long-term stable relationship. You know, like this person's been in business now, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 energies of, you know, leadership here. So I feel like if you can give this person the space to come to you in that space of confidence and nurture that, again with the Strength card, you're getting this brand new beginning and this lovely opportunity here to kind of right the wrongs and recalibrate and rebalance the energy at the moment towards that 10 of Cups and the 3 of Pentacles. That's just amazing. So stay true to yourself, stay self-nurturing and in your worth as well. I think giving this person that patience to come to you, you know that your ships are coming in. If this hasn't happened already, or you haven't spoken to this person in a little while, it's coming, but just patient. You know, the Pentacles can take a little bit of time, and I think at the end of the day, like, you know that it's worth the wait, it's worth that patience, it's worth being a little bit more observant at the moment and not rushing anything, because you're going to get a much better quality experience here, especially with the Lovers card. You know, that is the Choice card, so there may be some really big things that you guys need to navigate here, be it like actually, you know, perhaps where you're living, or, you know, what the arrangements is with blending families, or how it is that you guys are going to navigate each other's workloads and those sort of things. So I love that for you. It sounds like we've got something really positive in the woodwork there for you guys, Libra, which is fantastic. So I will leave it at that. If this has resonated, absolutely fantastic. Thank you very, very much for watching. If you've watched through this, if this has resonated, a like or a subscribe would be amazing, but obviously take that as you wish. I just appreciate that you guys have been along for the ride, and yeah, until next time, Libra, take care.